Um, I actually just left this running while I was having dinner, and I came back to this. So you can see that I now have $1 million from the hacking scripts. Leveled up to level 44, and hacking is still going up, mainly because that's what the active scripts are doing. And then also received a message from a guy called Jumper. I believe that Jumper is plays a big part in this game's storyline. I'm not really sure what 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 his role is in this game. All I know is that he spams me with a bunch of random message, like really creepy messages, like bro, okay, I know you can sense it. I know you're searching for it. It's why you spend the night after your computer. It's real, I've seen it, but I can help you find it. But not right now. You're not ready yet. Use this program to track your progress. And then he gave me the Flight EXE program. Okay, bro, I'm not ready. I just created an automated deploy script that steals $2 million. Okay, another message. Soon you'll be contacted by a hacking group called CyberSec. They can help you with your search. You should join them, garner their favor, and exploit them for their augmentation. But do not trust them. They are not what they seem. No one is. A jumper again. I don't know what you mean, man. I haven't gone through that storyline that far. But okay, cool, bro. Um, let's see. So now that we have, I guess, hacking level 47, the first thing I want to do is change the target server from Noodles over to Joe's Guns. And the reason why we want to do that is because Joe's Guns has a lot more money in that server. So how you, I guess, switch out to Joe's Guns is just stop the script. Oop, I'm gonna stop it, kill the script, and then I'm just gonna run it. So auto deploy and then pass in Joe's Guns. And as easy as that. And then what that one will do is that it's gonna go through the entire network and then deploy the give me money script and then point it towards Joe's Guns. So if we go back to the active scripts, you could see that every single one of these servers are now pointing to Joe's Guns, even itself, like it's hacking itself. So yeah, so that's set up. It's definitely gonna take a while to for it to start generating some revenue. But when you see like 0 per second and all that stuff, you shouldn't really have to worry. So the numbers here are essentially a representation of how much money you've made whilst you're online. But if you're offline, then it can also start making money. You can also see the logs of I guess the script, the giving money script, and as you can see here that Joe's Gun still has quite a strong security. So I think all the servers are currently weakening Joe's Guns. Alright, nice. So now that that's finished, the next thing I want to do is go to the city and upgrade my home computer. And the reason for that is because if we have more, I guess, RAM, we can run much more powerful scripts. So you need at least $2 million to do it, I believe. And then you have to go to this Alpha Enterprise. So here, the T. And this is probably the only place where you can upgrade your home computer. Oh, turns out I only need 1 million. Alright, I'll take it. So now our home computer is now at 16 gigabytes, and meaning that we can move on to, I guess, the next phase of this plan. So the next phase is to automatically purchase servers for us. But before we do that, I want to start, I guess, doing some side activities while I write the script. So if we go to the city tab, you can see all this, I guess like this map. Well, this is the game map. Essentially, the ones that are colored white are points of interest. So you have your powerhouse gym, which um, gives you really expensive rates for their workout plan. You have your okay, Cybersec, we've been watching your skills are very impressive, but you're wasting your talents. If you join us, you can put your skills to good use and change the world for the better. If you join us, we will unlock your full potential. But first, you must pass a test. Find and install the backdoor on our server. This message was saved in CSEC test message. We can't really do that yet until we have the second cracking script, which is the brute SSH. I'll show you how to get that later on. Oh, actually, no, I'll do that now. So if you go to this create program tab, you would see all the programs that you can write, and then one of them is brute SSH. So you unlock them at a specific hacking level. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna click on this and I'm gonna start working on it. When you work on it, you can't really do anything else in the game. And if you focus on this, writing that hacking script will go a lot faster. Alternatively, you can do something else, and then you can, I guess, work on that script on the side while you do a whole bunch of stuff like check your stats or buy hacknet nodes and I don't know, read tutorials or something. But I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna create an automated purchasing script. So automated purchasing script. So let's have a look at the free memory usage. So we have 9 gigabytes free for our, I guess, liking. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a new script, and I'm gonna call it nano auto up purchase server script. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention in the previous video is that there's 2 types of scripts. So the tutorial tell you to write a script that's ending with .script, and then there's also the documentation, which asks you to write your scripts ending with .js. And the reason why I write everything in .js is because it's a lot faster than the one in .script. And the difference between them is that the files ending with .script are written in a thing called Netscape 1 or NetScript 1, which is I guess the legacy version of the, I guess, the programming in this game. And then the ones in .js is written in I guess NetScript 2, which is also JavaScript functions. And it also supports the latest JavaScript syntaxes, so that's why I use .js as opposed to .script. Like you get speed gains and also get to create scripts that are close to, I guess, what you're gonna expect when you're working as a software engineer in the industry, if that's what you're interested in. So let's create this, and as usual, I'm just gonna write the script and then explain what this script does. I'll be back in a sec. Cool. Alright, we are back. So I wrote this auto purchase server script, and essentially what it does is that if the service doesn't exist, then it's just gonna buy it with I guess the purchase RAM. Otherwise, if it already exists, it's gonna try to upgrade it automatically if we have the money. Before we, I guess, go through the code again, I just want to check the memory usage of this just to make sure that we have enough memory. As you can see, it takes 10 gigabytes of RAM to run this auto purchase server. and I'm pretty sure we don't have enough memory for that. As you can see here, we only have 9 gigabytes, so we need to upgrade our server one more time to 32 gigabytes before we can actually run that server, that script there. But just to go through the entire code, starting from the bottom. So let's start from, I guess, the top, the arguments, and then the. Oh, all right. Looks like I finished brute SSH. That's nice. But let's go back to explaining that. Oh yeah. So we got. Oh yeah. Also, we got the brute SSH command, and as you can see here, our auto deploy script just readjusted to deploy our hack script onto additional servers. So before we didn't have CSEC, Neonet, Max Hardware, Noodles. Well, we had Noodles, but we didn't have Zero. So it definitely has a lot more stuff. So we don't have to worry about deploying our server anymore, deploying our virus to the network anymore. But let's continue with going through this code base. So where was I? So I was about to explain, I guess, this script here, starting from the, I guess, the fields, the constants at the top. So up here we have the target, which is the target servers that we want to point our virus script to whenever we run it in the purchase server. So we pass that in mainly because it dynamically changes over time. We also have the home server. I put this as in a variable mainly because it's used in many places. The initial purchase RAM, so we start with purchasing 8 gigabytes of RAM initially. The server prefix, so every single one of our purchase servers will start with pserv, so purchase server, and then has a dash, and then next to it is going to be a number, so it's going to be like 0, 1, 2, 3 up to the maximum, which is 25. You also have the maximum RAM that we can purchase. So this one determines how much we can increment up to, so what's the upper limit. And then obviously we have the maximum servers, so maximum servers that the player can purchase. And then you get your normal virus, I guess, script, and then also the virus RAM there. Alright, cool. So scrolling down at the bottom, so we read the script from the bottom to the top, mainly because the main logic will be at the bottom, like the simplified logic, and then the deep dive of it will be in the helper functions. So when we run, I guess, this auto purchase script, what it's gonna do is that it's gonna try to automatically upgrade all our servers. So starting from 0, so purchase server 0 up to 24, so the 25 servers, is gonna try to either purchase a server, or it's gonna upgrade it automatically. So in the first iteration, it'll be the PRAM, the purchase RAM, will be at 8. So meaning that what it's gonna do is that it's gonna try to purchase every I guess 25 servers at 8 gigabytes. And then once it finishes processing, going through all the servers that I guess the player can purchase, then it's gonna do additional checks. So the first one is if the purchase RAM is equal to the maximum RAM, so meaning that all our servers have already been upgraded to full RAM, full capacity, then we want to break out of this loop, meaning that we don't want to execute this any further because we already have the required like the maximum maxed out servers in our system. And then if it's not equal to the max RAM, then we then move it up to the next tier. So I go up in, I guess, like a doubling manner. So for every single iteration, I double the RAM, um, meaning that the cost will also be doubled. So if so, and then I do this check here mainly because if you start with 8 and you keep doubling, it's gonna go past the maximum RAM, which is like around 100,000 gigabytes or something like that. So I do this check. So if I guess the new RAM is bigger than the max RAM, then we set the purchase RAM to be the maximum RAM rather than this one, mainly because we don't want to go over that limit. Otherwise, we just set the purchase RAM to the new RAM. Yeah, so that's about it. Let's go into this auto upgrade script here. So auto upgrade servers. Essentially, we have a variable called I, and I is basically just a counter for the servers that we purchased. And then we have this condition here where as long as I is less than the maximum servers that we can purchase, then we're gonna run through the script. And what the script does is that first it grabs the actual server name, so the server prefix, so pserv plus I. So it's what that one will return is gonna be like around like this. So it's gonna look like this. So pserv and then 0 or 1, 2, 3. So that's what that one does. So it creates the server name, and then we first check if the server exists. So if we've already purchased the server, then we want to look into trying to upgrade that server instead. And then I do a print here just to keep a log of what's the current purchase RAM for, I guess, this script here. And then as soon as we upgrade the server, then we move the counter up. Alternatively, if the server doesn't exist, we then check if we can actually purchase a new server. And how do we check whether we can purchase a server? Well, first we check whether or not the amount of money we have in our home computer, so our player, is greater than the cost of purchasing a server at the purchase RAM, so 8 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes. So if the cost, so if the money we have on hand is greater than, I guess, the cost, then that's when we can determine whether we can actually purchase that server. And once we do have enough money to actually purchase that server, we then call this NS purchase server command here, which purchases the server with that server name and also that specified RAM. And then we then copy the virus and run it. So copy and run virus. I'll show you that first before showing you the upgrade script. It's very simple. So first we copy the actual virus to our purchase server. We don't have to crack it, mainly because we automatically get root access when we buy it. But what we do want to do is we want to make sure that the server, the virus is killed, so no script is running in our server, so that we can restart the script again with that specified, I guess, like adjusted number of threads here. So that's what it does. It just copies it, kills it if it's running, and then runs the virus again. So it just reboots the virus. For the upgrade script, it's also very simple. So first we grab the maximum RAM of the server, and then if the server's current RAM is less than the purchase RAM, so for example in this iteration the server we're looking at is 8 gigabytes, and we want to purchase the 16 gigabyte version of it. So since the current server is less than what we want, we then try to upgrade it. So if we don't have enough money, then we wait 10 seconds until we have enough. So we keep doing that. We keep waiting until we have enough money. And then once we do have enough money, then what it's going to do is that it's going to shut down the server. So what the shutdown does is that it's going to kill any scripts running in the server, and then it deletes the server. The reason why we kill the scripts running on the server is because you can't delete the server without first stopping all the scripts running inside it. So once we shut down the server, we then purchase a new server with the same name with the upgraded RAM, and then from that we then copy the virus, so copy and run the virus on that server, and that's about it. So that's essentially the automatic upgrade script that we have. We can't really run it yet, mainly because we don't have enough RAM to run this auto purchase server script here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try look for a job, and so I'm gonna try look for a job in the city, and everything with a C you can work in. So if we look at CIA, for example, every single job has a requirement. So we have the software job in CIA requires 150 hacking skills, security job, IT job. So we don't have enough hacking skills for that yet. We're not that good. Alternatively, if you want to start earning money, you can also apply for, I guess, to be a fast food employee. I usually go for the Carmichael security because they have very low standards on their software engineer. So as you can see, this one requires 75 hacking skills. So I'm just gonna take that job. Yay, I am now an intern. Yay, corporate life. And then I'm just gonna work. And when you work for a company, you get the income 198, reputation points for this company, some hacking experience, and charisma experience. Every single job has, I guess, different skills. It gives you different skills, but for this particular job, this one gives you some hacking skills and some money. So I'm just gonna do something else simultaneously, and I'm just gonna check how much money we need to actually upgrade our server. So we need $3 million. So we're nearly there. Nearly there. Just $2 more million. Let's have a look. Maybe I could apply for Alpha Enterprise in the next, as soon as I reach 100. Maybe more income. But I'm just gonna leave that running. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna address the test that CSEC gave me. The reason why I wanna address the CSEC test, so cat CSEC test, is because we now have that brute SSH, which is our first cracking script. So let's analyze the network, scan, analyze, and try to find the CSEC, this one, the CSEC network. So as we can see here, the CSEC network is under the food and stuff server. So we can only go there if we first connect to food and stuff and then go to CSEC right afterwards. So we can't connect there directly. It's gonna tell me that I can't go there. So we first have to go to food and stuff, and then we connect to CSEC like so. And then we analyze the network to see if we have root access. So yes, we do. And we check the required hacking skills for backdoor. So you can see we require 53. So we can now just install the backdoor by typing backdoor. And then voila, we now have backdoor, and then we receive invitation to join cybersec. um so I'm just gonna join this. You can decide this later, if you don't want to. It's always gonna be in this factions tab here, so I'm just gonna join them so that I can show some of the augments here. So if we go to the factions tab, open up cybersec, what's nice about it is that as soon as you join a faction, you're already gaining reputation points. So as soon as you receive an invite, make sure that you accept it so that you can passively earn some reputation points over time. And then here you can work on hacking contracts. Essentially, what this one will do is that it's going to give you hacking experience, as well as reputation points for this faction. And where points are used are essentially for augmentations. Augmentations is the way that I guess the tutorials mentioned it, is that it's the prestige I guess feature of this game. So when you install augments, you get, I guess, a boost for your skills, but you also have to reset a few things. So you have to reset, I believe, all your money, all your stats, as well as it's gonna nuke all your scripts, and then you have to write everything again. I believe you keep the upgrades on your home computer, but I'm not sure. For every augmentation that you buy, the multiplier increases. So at the moment the multiplier is 1, but as soon as you buy your first augment, it actually goes up by 90%. The tactic for this is to purchase the most expensive one, which is this guy here, the cranial signal processor Gen 1, and then make your way to I guess the cheapest one. Alright, so we still have a long way to go, and I don't know, like I don't have anything else to do in this game. And oh, we can get the FDP crack. Nice. And also the deep scan. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna get this. I'm gonna work on this, and I believe this one takes around 2 hours to complete in real life. So I'm just gonna leave it there, just gonna work on it, and then come back after, I guess, 2 hours of this game. Yeah, I'll see you guys then.